I want to maybe bring it back home, that partnership, public and private sector, to an ongoing crisis now, the load shedding crisis, where we're seeing heightened stages of load shedding, stage 4. Do we have the ability, just as government on its own, to deal with this crisis, or is it one that needs the private sector also to come on board?
Just remember, the load shedding issue, it's not a technical problem, it's not a resource problem, it's serious political mismanagement and also corruption. It shouldn't be there. It's not as if it's a natural problem like any other challenge that we have. And it could be worse without the private sector already investing in renewables. So the role of private sector, it's totally, almost 100% critical, because government has displayed hopeless inability to deal with this.
And then just lastly, maybe touching on one of the topics that have been at the fore here, food security, and there is a vision for 2030 to at least meet the hunger that many Africans face. But realistically, we heard even from former President Thabo Mbeki that only 15% of those goals have been achieved, and we're just years away from 2030. What needs to be done practically to ensure that food security is a thing of the past for the African continent?
I think at the macro level, remember, South Africa has best farmers that everybody would want to take them. So at the macro level, let us make sure we keep our farmers. But for the rest, you cannot have food security without land reform. And we have been wobbling there. We have been wobbling, we haven't proceeded. So I think you need proper land reform. I always say, if you have water and you've got a piece of ground, there's no need for you, even at a macro level. People can already be taught gardening, and for you to have food, it takes only 7 weeks from planting a seed. And all of this, I think, are not problems that have to be there. They are problems because we are very sloppy in addressing them.